cuma sebotol gede avocado delight. Kombinasi unik kopi
tie on goal difference, but Sakti one goal score more than Patuk.
I think Patuk won in the head-to-head. So I'm not sure. We'll leave it to the referees. We will see exactly which way this goes and where the tiebreaker waterfall comes through. Either way, Patuksin was quite happy to see that goal. And Sakti wants to keep it within his favour here as Turav's through. What a save!
What a save! How was that possible? It seems to be an easy goal for Sakti. Look at his reaction. How can he miss that? Now with the screen of Patuksin smiling from what could have been the end of his chances to go through.
15 minutes left. But Taro heads it on just to no one. Only Jan Sommer's there.
Arnautovic can win the header. Is the right? Is the now Sakti going forward, high up the pitch, looking for Lautaro Martinez winning another header. Aslani looking for Dumfries, but easy for Federico Di Marco. Now quickly going high up the pitch, but it's blocked. And possession get back to Sakti. They're quickly sending the ball to Marcus Thuram. Deflected and wasn't able to connect with Fratesi. Quickly going high up the pitch. Arnautovic, look at the run. The tall, big, and Arnautovic is getting into the box. Augusto. Nico, which is going for the win and for score more goals.
3 minutes left. And it's the Georgian Nika Amashvili who is in the ascendancy here.
Drama.
How many minutes left?
3 minutes.
3 to go.
Oh, the breach finally cleared the ball. It will be one of the last ones. The misclick, the rebound. Drama, what's going on? Will be the last one for Sakti to secure the spot.
Oh, it ends the full-time whistle.
And I think he doesn't know what's going on, if he's through or not. As well for the Argentinian, I will be the referees who decide what's going on at the final table as everything is tied.
It is confusion here. We'll see it in the final table later on. We'll let Semra and the referees confer and figure out exactly what that means, but the respect between the two.
And
that was a great game, Alex. It was a fantastic standalone game, regardless of what happens.
Obviously, it was. In the moment that he was suffering the most, Nico found a way with that counter to put the lead and to win 3-on-3 victories today so far. 9-on-9 for the German man from Georgia. In an outstanding way. When we got the replay, this is the chance. When everything looked like it was Sakti able to clear that one, appear the guy, the Argentinian Lautaro Martinez, to put it at the end of the net. And from that moment, Sakti completely lost the sharpness and the confidence into his gameplay, and it was getting better and better, Nico. And Nico that finally got his chance to put it when we go a chance now for Sakti. Varela, quite envy getting the ball from it, the rebound. And now here, the moment of the game, Jan Sommer with a pass.
Too much time.
Yep.
Took way too much time.
You don't expect it, definitely.
That could well spell danger for Sakti. We are not yet 100% certain, but either way, that was some game. There were mistakes, there was clinical finishing. This save even by Sommer with 15 minutes to go. I think Apriamashvili there, Semra, knew he got let off with one. If Sakti is through and it's a rematch of that game in the final, then that is going to be some final later on.
It certainly is. And guess what, Harry? Taking a look at the final standings, we do have the results. And it's, as you said, Sakti managed to eke his way through. It's unbelievable because he has the same points as Patuksan, the same goal difference. What it's
Wow.
come down to in the end
Goal
was
scored.
head-to-head and goals scored.
Goal scored, the second tiebreaker, I think. Wow.
Yeah, so there you have it. Doesn't get any tighter than that. Well, let's get the immediate reaction of Saktu, who is with Alex, as he now has received the official confirmation that he is going to be having a rematch in the grand final.
How crazy is that, Harry Semra? Losing your game, but somehow making it to the grand final. Huge congratulations, Sakti. You will have another chance to face Nico into the grand final, and that one, let me say, is the important one.
Thank you very much for
Saya dulu karyawan kantoran, mulai ngulik Olim Trade.
9 points on the board. Sakti only managed to pick up just one victory en route to the grand final for today, but he does have a brilliant opportunity now that he knows what's exactly in front of him to actually correct those mistakes and take advantage and maybe exploit some of the weaknesses, if there are any, of course, in the Georgians' game.
Yeah, amidst all of the confusion there, what we cannot let slip under the radar is how impressive Apremashvili has been. I mean, 9 points from 9, it's not easy to do at this type of event, and if he wins one more, not only is he going undefeated on the day, he will be going to Tokyo thanks to that undefeated record. So he is one match away. I don't think anyone really saw that coming at the start of today as an unknown quantity coming through. It's so tricky to do. When you look at the players in that group as well, wow, it could be a fairy tale.
It certainly could, and I love it sometimes when you don't see something like that coming, and then out of nowhere, a huge surprise for all of us.
Now, definitely lucky is part of the competition, and sometimes you need the lucky on your side to become champion. No, somehow Sakti will have a second chance, and in the Nico side, he beat everyone already in the group stage. He doesn't need to be afraid of any of his opponents, and obviously not against Sakti, but it will be a sensational finals to watch. And Brazil, Turkey, Georgia, Indonesia, maybe we got 2 new countries into the world finals if Arda, Golazo and Nico can reach the trophy and leave the trophy today later on. So pretty excited. Is everything, Harry, Semra, to be decided in just a few moments? The season is almost over, so let's go for it.
2 matches left.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We've got Sakti. We've got Apremashvili.
Sakti, yeah, you are qualified. You are qualified. It's true. It's true. Come on.
It's really happening. It's really happening. You're in the grand final. Yeah, so there you are. The live images of both of them as they head out here for one final epic duel. You can see the nerves, both of them swaying. It's understandable. I mean, there's so much on the line here. There's so much riding here. It really is exciting, though, you have to say.
It's very exciting. It's what we as competitors, commentators always look forward to. It's these do or die matches with everything on the line, especially at this end of the season, the business end. After the months and months of training and practice, this is your last chance. This is the last chance saloon.
And let me say, it wasn't that far. The game until the first goal of Nico was Sakti playing really well. Now it's the final. I don't know if Nico feels something different to be in the final. Maybe not, because he's just focused that he has beat this guy before. But to be honest, sometimes opportunities arrive and Sakti has another chance. That's positive always.
What do you think, guys? Is it going to be Apremashvili who makes it 4 from 4, or is Sakti going to launch a little bit of a a spanner in the works here for the Georgian.
This time, let me say, I don't want to bet on it. What I wish the most
you don't have to bet. You can just give me a name.
is to not have another mistake as Sakti made in the second goal. Just to have a good game, just make the best will win. And I go, if I have to say, Sakti, why not?
Wow.
Okay, wow.
The destiny.
I thought he was going for the fence sitting, but okay, I'm glad he came out with a...
I go with the destiny.
In that case, I will go with Apriamashvili. He'll take a famous victory back to Tbilisi, I think.
I like it, I like it. Good storylines on either side there. Well, let's see then who it is who's going to be reigning supreme and heading over to Japan in July. Enjoy it, the epic grand final for mobile between Apriamashvili and Sakti.
Grand finals time. The final grand final of what has been a long club event season for the eFootball Championship 2025. Inter Milan, the famous blue and black shirt, will be donned in Tokyo for one of these two great competitors. Apriamashvili, the 22-year-old Georgian, who has come out of nowhere onto people's radars here in Milan, going up against the Indonesian Sakti, the man mostly known for console play, plying his trade for mobile, having just lost this match, now has a chance at redemption for the ultimate prize to represent Milan and join his Indonesian friends, his Garuda brothers in Tokyo, of which there are already 3 off the top of my head. Alex, what a game we have in front of us for all of the marbles. Wow, what a day it's been.
The moment has arrived. That's the point. That's the point. How long was the trip for these guys to make it through Milano? Just enjoy the city, the food, the weather, and the lovely experience which is being here at the Milan Eatery, you know, traveling from Georgia, from Indonesia. It's a unique opportunity for them, and thanks to that, to eFootball, to Konami, to make it possible. But one extra opportunity and experience, it appears now. The one win in this game will be in Tokyo, Japan in just a few months later, and that will be a massive, massive opportunity. Nico, focus on the left-hand side, and Sakti in a mix of feelings like surprise, confidence, happiness, but somehow they need to be clear. They have to perform. They have to leave those nerves behind, because the moment is now. Just 6 minutes it takes a mobile match, 3 minutes per half. It's not that much time. You cannot concede mistake. You need everything that you have learned through those thousands of games you have played before this moment. before this moment.
He wants to do it for them. He remembers all of the people that got him to this point.
Then finals and represent Inter Milan at the World Finals. Harry, it's time.
It is time, and we are underway. The undefeated Apriamashvili in the Inter blue and black home strip. You know it well. Sakti in the all-changed white strip, attacking the left-hand goal, has a throw in here early on. And having just lost 2-0, he would love an early goal.
Let's see if we take the initiative with now a good combination without headers, and that run of Zielinski could be a really important key of those attacks by Sakti. Now, look at the pressure. Lautaro 3-on-3, eh? Marcos Thuram, the pass in, Lautaro!
Oh, Thuram! I said he would love an early goal! And Marcus Thuram says, all right, yeah, that sounds pretty darn good. Sakti in front in the grand final.
Indonesia leading in the final, ladies and gentlemen. The destiny said to him that was able to have a second chance against Nico, and so the moment so far he's approaching it. What a great combination. What a next extra pass, simply perfect.
I can almost hear those Garuda drums in my head, Alex.
Yes!
And that's what it means.
It's just the start of the game, still a long time to go, and now will come the response from the Georgian, from Nico, on possession.
Took just 7 minutes after failing to score in 90 in the match prior to this. It's a different beast, this one, though. We're in knockout football, so we need a result from this. Extra time and penalties on hand, if they're needed. Apriamashvili just can't seem to break through that midfield, and as you say, Sakti's able to predict that play. That is a mistake. 3-on-3 at the back. Who can Barella find? It's Marcus Thuram.
Well saved.
Unsuccessful.
If the score keeps going like that, Harry, Sakti will need to be really now, because the pressure will go on from Nico. The long throw for the right. Nico is not able to get him the ball easily as before. We'll see this one.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball for Marcus Thuram. Has Lautaro in support here as well. Oh, just took too long.
Look at the celebration. Perfect block. How close was that? If the pass go through, it's 100% goal. Great block by De Vrij.
Celebrated that as if it was a goal. Great block. And it's a corner to come here for Apriamashvili. Swung in, headed away.
Still on the chance, still on the corner kick.
Calhanoglu far side, Lautaro's in there, making himself a nuisance. Another corner.
Yep. You have to be ready to keep the score. Keep the pressure from Nico with another corner kick. Oh, yes!
What an equaliser! A perfect corner kick! Delivered inside the 6-yard box, headed home by Marcus Thuram.
And we saw the smile, eh, Harry? We saw the smile like, hey, finally. Finally, after 2 or 3 attempts, finally, with that wonderful header, Marcus Thuram putting the equaliser for Nico, who get back on track, putting the equaliser and showing why he won 3-on-3 at the group stage.
All square in our mobile grand final. Sakti now.
It will be a really fun final. Let's see.
Within the first 30 minutes, it's certainly been fun. No doubt it will stay that way as the nerves ramp up and that time ticks on. DeMarco here for Apriamashvili.
Great ball, eh? Somehow the Marcus Thuram is making some wonderful EA movements. Oh, the mistake.
Oh, that's a big mistake, and Lautaro's there trying to get on the end of it. Calhanoglu
finally is able to fix it. Sakti and now runs high above the pitch by losing the control. No timings, no accurate passes. We'll see if that forced a mistake or no.
So well, since conceding, it's
Some nerves happening.
Mashvili has been in the ascendancy. He would love another goal before half-time. Marcus Thuram turns in the box. It's Lautaro! Right before half-time, Lautaro Martinez for Inter and for Mashvili puts him in front. And it's just about 45 minutes away from having his hands on one of those two trophies.
And the reality that Nico has found how to go through those defense line that is putting Sakti Sulitio into the game. He's finding solutions so easily, and it was a matter of time to have another good chance. What a way to turn over the score. Everything, 3 goals in the first half when we got paused. When you got some substitution, is Sakti making some changes because he can't stop the Georgian. He can't stop Nico Premashvili, which is leading, ladies and gentlemen, the grand final.
Play resumes. Still time on the clock here in the first half. Zielinski is really making himself a nuisance.
3 minutes added on.
It's Mashvili who wants to just go forward and attack. Defensively, he's been breached once in this game.
If I'm not wrong, there will be history made in e-sport in Georgia. Will be the first Georgian into the grand final, into play the world finals, and that's massive.
What a story that would be.
But still 45 minutes left, and Sakti that surely has something to say into this grand final. Let's see the kickoff.
They swap sides, but the strips remain the same. It is still the Georgian in the home strip in possession currently.
All right, oof, that was critical. Playing on blue now. Nico tried to push some pressure to Sakti to run out of position, but he's himself losing the ball. And that will be long through for Sakti, playing, looking for Marcus Thuram. Thuram for Varela. Sakti in the left-hand side connecting with Piotr Zielinski with that stunning long ball looking for Lautaro. Building up his play from the back, but finally losing the ball, and it's the counter from Nico. Nico that say, Harry, it's a grand final. I will not risk too much. Playing on blue, save my back. And let's see if I can get any extra chance. So we'll see.
It's a valid tactic. His corners and his pressing, his counters have been very, very good up to this point. There's a reason he's been undefeated here at the Milan Club Finals. A real underdog story. Came in as an unknown quantity. We did not know what to expect, but he's proving himself time and time again. Sakti has to dig deep here with Lautaro Martinez.
Sakti now with a good chance will be offside. Those quick counters for Sakti seems to be difficult to perform, but somehow he needs to find solution to put some pressure because time is running. Now substitution on, and the man from Georgia, Nico Premashvili, now putting some Mkhitaryan, Fratesi, Arnautovic, Correa, and Aslani. On the other hand, we see Sakti with Mkhitaryan, Fratesi, Aslani, Carlo Augusto, and the missing change won't be made. Pretty interesting. Both similar formation work on for different players. And we are almost ready to go. Harry, it's the last pause mostly for the grand final, and Sakti needs something else.
Number 23.
He does. It's approaching midnight in Jakarta at the moment. He
It's
will
crazy, yeah?
need
Midnight.
to dig deep in order to make sure the Garuda fans at home have not stayed up in vain.
Coming on the field, number 16.
So far, though, Premashvili has looked confident and comfortable. He's in possession here. It's a red bar mentality now for Sakti, going a bit more offensive to try and press.
All right, those through balls is like random sometimes, but because you don't want to lose the ball in that position, so you prefer to make a long pass. If you lose the ball, you lose the ball there. 15 minutes left. Sakti going offensive, but having a hard time to go through to connect with Lautaro and Marcos Thuram.
Well done.
Yep. He's doing a great job defensively now, Nico.
10 minutes in game stand between him and a trip to Japan.
Oh, misclick now. That will be a chance of Sakti. Dumfries is out of position, but look at that defensive run by Fratesi, forcing the mistake. Samar, oh my goodness, I was...
Not like that. You don't want that to happen at this stage.
Heart attack.
5 minutes to go.
Smart. Look at the pressure. 5 minutes left for the glory to be at the World Finals. Korea 1v1 with Pavard.
I think he wins this, does he? No, Pavard is there. Last chance saloon here, really, for Sakti to get one back and force us into extra time. Mkhitaryan. Lautaro back to Enric Mkhitaryan. He's dispossessed by Pavard. There's only 1 minute added on, and the ball crosses the halfway mark. And Apliamashvili celebrates because he will represent Inter Milan at the eFootball Championship 2025 World Finals. Georgia, stand up, because your man is champion of mobile here today.
History is made, Harry. We were almost saying at the same time. Lovely to see Nico Priamashvili, well deserved, winning every single game so far he has played today. And that's a massive,
Undefeated, wow.
Oh, it's incredible. And it will be a contender, because winning in such a passionate way as he did today at the World Final, like, look, this guy is not a surprise anymore.
He did not ever let anything get to him. He always looked cool, calm and collected. It was almost like he was telling himself, it's just a game. And he played that game perfectly, despite Sakti scoring first.
Let me say, he proved he's a human. No, he started with some nerves. Sakti approaching it, as we see, with that wonderful goal, one of the best goals so far of the day, taking the lead. Look at the celebration. Sakti saw that potential victory after that goal, but somehow Nico came back with everything under control and put his rhythm, put his pace, and was unstoppable for Sakti, who did his best, did a great match, and he has to be really proud of his performance so far. He did. And, you know, competition, that corner kick changed everything, no? Because with just 25 minutes played, 1-1, give another prospect to the final, and from that moment, Nico was the best.
He was indeed. That is the goal you just saw by Lautaro that makes our nation count at the World Finals up to 8 now, as Georgia enters the fray, thanks to Apliamashvili. What a performance in a final. Commiserations to Sakti. He fell at the final hurdle. That could have been just disastrous, but in the end, it's the Georgian who stood head and shoulders above everyone else here today, Semra. Underestimate him at your peril. He is your champion.
Ooh, underestimate him indeed. And quite a way to be crowned as champion too. Completely undefeated. 4 matches from 4, 4 wins from 4. It certainly is sending out a very big message to his opponents who will be awaiting him in Tokyo. So good luck to everybody who's going to be facing him, because, you know, he was an unknown quantity going into today, but now we know what he's capable of, and it certainly is going to be very entertaining indeed to see how it all pounds out for him and everybody else in a few months' time. So there you have it, the official scoreboards. Apriamashvili 2-1 against Sakti. And very well deserved. And you mentioned 8 nations now. Do you happen to have the whole list of all of those nations that are going to be?
Do you want to hear it?
I do want to hear it. I think it's well worth spelling out for everybody.
Yeah, we have 3 from Japan, 2 from Indonesia, and then we have 1 from each of Brazil, Spain, Italy, Thailand, Morocco, and now Georgia.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we could be seeing potentially 1 more.
We can be 9.
Exactly, it can be 9, because if Turkey manages to pull through here through Arda Golazzo against Enriquinho.
But seems to be a top fight. I think those 2 guys are more than prepared to becoming champions today. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't see any favorites between these 2. Basically, You need to throw a coin and see what will happen, because everything will be really, really tight. They are professional, and it will be a sensational match to watch, to take some drinks, sit in the sofa, and enjoy the best eFootball level so far across the world.
He looks like he's feeling very good about this final indeed. Henriquinho looks a little bit more going inward, shall we say. Mindfulness, yeah, I like that.
Probably thinking 48 hours ago I was in this exact position. And
good point.
Don't think about that. Don't think about that.
Can you not think about that? Maybe
I won't be.
You treat this as a
For me,
news
it's
I wouldn't be
item.
thinking
negative.
about
For me,
it.
it's negative. If I think about that,
Yeah.
That's fair.
some nightmare will appear. Yeah.
So for those who might just be joining us now, could you actually just remind us of how it actually played out between these two earlier in the day?
Certainly could. We didn't see it on the stream,
We didn't get a
of
chance
course,
to see
but I'm not actually sure what the result was there, because it was we elected to watch the resumption or the conclusion, I should say, of the mobile group stages to see who would qualify there. But I heard it was 4-1 in favour of Henriquinho.
Ooh, he's on fire today, isn't he?
Yes.
5-1, wasn't it, in his opening fixture?
Let me
I don't
say,
remember.
I won't rely on that score, because players should be really, really smart. Like, I will let you win to take other confidence, and now you will see later on in the final.
I don't know, mate. That's
Wow.
9
Everything's
goals
possible.
he's scored
That's
already
the point.
today.
That's the point.
I
That's the
mean,
point. You're right. You're right.
He came with a mission. He came with a mission, which is to be the one lifting the trophy, just missing out the other day. Let's see if he's able to do it then. It should be an absolute blistering clash then between Henriquinho and Arda Golazo.
Our final match of the club event season. It is Brazil against Turkey. It is Arda Golazo, the former Inter player, taking on Henriquinho, the man that 48 hours ago was one game away from not needing to be here and qualifying for the World Finals, losing the final 2 days ago, 1-0 to the eventual winner, Etorito. One of the best players of all time, by the way, if not the best, so no shame in that result. But Alex, this could be a barn burner. Arda Golazo is some prospect, 18 years old.
I don't know which story is the best between these two, because consistency for Henriquinho, who made it through multiple club event finals, and maybe because we're about to see if the last club event final, the Inter Milan finals, will be the ones for him, the ones to make it through the World Finals. Or in the other hand, this young guy, Arda Golazo, to represent once again at the World Finals his former eFootball club, Inter Milan. It's simply two different stories, but beautiful ones. Consistency and, the colors that gets under your skin, which in the case of Arda. We'll see. I mean, I completely saw a really better version of Henriquinho today. I wasn't expecting that good. Yesterday in practice, I was having really nice references, but as in console they don't play each other, you can't really understand what's the actual situation. And Arda was pretty solid, no? I mean, not much defensively, but attacking pretty smart, pretty clinical. So clinical is the keys always in the finals, and expecting to be the momentum of taking the lead, one of the solid point for me into the grand final.
Well, for those just joining us, Arda Golazo, we've referenced it a few times, Alex. Around the corner from here is where he studies. He studies in Milan, despite being from Turkey. So,
like, if he's in studying and winning competition, he's a master.
It really is. That is an impressive thing to do, but a difficult one, especially when you're up against the likes of Henriquinho in a grand finals. You mentioned the colours, they get under your skin. He's been a pro player for Inter Milan before. In one way or another, that shirt almost feels a bit heavier on him perhaps than other players because of that responsibility.
Since then in the World Final, now having the chance to defend your colors against the Wolf Funnels. That huge. And it's time to go, ladies and gentlemen. The grand final, the last match of the day to define who will represent Inter Milan into the grand final is underway, Harry.
We are kicked off. Henriquinho in the home strip up against Arda Golazzo in the all-white, attacking from right to left. He was just 15 years old when he made his competitive debut for Inter in the eFOOTBALL Pro. That was 3 years ago. Spent 2 years at the club and now has a chance to represent them once again. Henriquinho on the other side. Former eFOOTBALL Pro player himself will have to have a short memory because he was in this exact position just 48 hours ago. Fell by the wayside that time around. It would be heartbreaking to see that happen again, but he cannot think of that now.
Heavy control, and that could be the perfect counter for Henriquinho. 3-on-3, Lautaro, Joaquín Correa, Lautaro. Bisek on the right time to block that pass, and quickly with that clear, trying to surprise Henriquinho, which is again on control of the ball, but quickly missing it. Mkhitaryan, that player is one of the keys of this Inter Milan, no? To connect with him, to go through him.
Nice ball.
Zielinski, the left midfielder, completely alone in the left-hand side for Arda, trying to connect with someone. Bela,
nice.
the cross. Oh, what a save!
First big chance of the final.
Hectic pace so far at the moment is now Henriquinho having a hard time to build up his play, when now finally could have the chance to get the possession. And Marcus Thuram playing on, but quickly losing the ball.
A good read by Arda. On national duty for Turkey, they took a lot of pride in their defensive
the space
work.
is there.
Look at this, nice save, but it's not enough. Arda Golazzo in front. Here in the grand final, Lautaro again.
Pretty smart formation so far for Arda Golazzo. Zielinski has been a pain for Henriquinho. Every single time he gets the ball, forced Henriquinho to deeply open his formation, and he's get in with those through passes and found out Marcus Thuram first and then Lautaro Martinez, and he's the man from Turkey. Arda Golazzo leading the grand final.
Right place, right time, as he often is. Lautaro Martinez, muted celebration from Arda. He knows this will be a long final. 1-0 to him though.
Now the chance for Henriquinho with the kick of Marcus Thuram, the pass, Lautaro! Samba in the kickoff for the equalizer of Henriquinho. Enrique Mesquita, ladies and gentlemen, with a fast response, back on track.
Samba football from the Brazilian. Did not want to be behind for very long, immediately following the goal.
He made this goal for the time today. He's overconfident with that turn, without the sprint, with Marcus Thuram, and that pass is like if Thuram has 99 of pass, wonderful executed. Easy for Lautaro Martinez at this time. For Henriquinho, put the ball at the end of the net, 1-1. Let's restart the final. Here we go.
1-1 as you were. The reset button hit, but I think that one will sting for Arda. I was just saying moments before his goal, Turkey, their players, they like to be defensively strong. Think of Mujahid, of course, national teammate of Arda, time and time again. Has to defend this as well, as Henriquinho has him within his sights here. Lautaro on the turn into the box, fakes once, fakes twice, is tackled
rebound,
eventually. And cleared.
Let's see if Henriquinho can control the ball and find the space behind. Correa! Para Brazil! Henriquinho! What really happened? Once and again, Nikita finding solution inside the box, connecting with Correa to put the ball into the net. What a way to turn over the score, to turn over the tables. Brazil is leading, Harry. Wow.
Really nice touch in the box, the heavy touch backwards. Catches the defence off guard. And I think these two knew there would be lots and lots of goals in this final. No one celebrating too early. But from 1-0 down, Henriquinho leads us here.
Even with that, this game will be decided by fine margins. That is that defense. And now the chance. Oof, was a smart. That free kick from Arda golazo.
3 goals in 25 in-game minutes here in our grand final. This could be the highest scoring final, I think, that we've seen at our club events if the trend continues this way. Zielinski.
And let's see if that second goal is a game-changing moment for Henriquinho for the final. We will have the response for Arda. Great recovery.
Very good tackle.
Yep. That's not enough, eh? No control now at the moment so far. 15 minutes left of this first half now. Arda connecting back. Really tight. The markings from the defenders of Henriquinho. And now with some time for relief, the mistake appeared for them. Arda, the counter. Lautaro.
Oh, can't get onto it first.
Sommer surviving the chances of Arda into this final. A potential third goal will put really difficult the chances for Arda to bring home the trophy.
He set up his Inter team really well, Henriquinho. You can tell there's barely any time on the ball for Arda to try and make things into his own hands, into his own game plan here. And
wonderful build-up play. Better defense.
Can't weasel his way into open space that time around. Nice holding of the ball by Barella. And here he is on the overlap.
You need to connect with someone in the center lines. Zielinski turning around, waiting someone, connecting with Mkhitaryan, Barella. Barella for Mkhitaryan, no, the right timing, well defended. Now the counter by Henriquinho, connecting with Joaquin Correa. Slani quickly for Barella. Barella waiting the movement of his countrymates.
Half-time coming soon. Just under 2 minutes plus stoppages. Great time to get yourself a goal.
One of the last chances so far of the first half. Important, really important moment to concede in any of the sides right now.
2 minutes added on. Zielinski.
Great defense.
Will it be a last attack of the half here going the way of the man from Turkey? That's a really nice layoff here to Mkhitaryan.
It's the momentum.
Zielinski's near side. 3 white shirts to find.
The equalizer!
No! I think it'll be a corner.
He got it on time. We'll see. As we saw on mobile, a corner kick was crucial into the grand final. We'll see on console.
Oh, he's come a long way.
No way!
Oh, that's an important touch. And it's kicked into touch.
That was
2-1 to Henriquinho going into the second half.
That was a pretty smart corner kick from both sides. Henriquinho trying to predict the angle of that corner kick with the manual goalkeeper and somehow running back to touch it again. What a tight match. 2-on-2 chances scored by Henriquinho. And it's Arda who needs to step up a little bit to force some extra pressure over Henriquinho, because now is the Brazilian starting the second half of the grand final with that 1-goal lead. That could be enough.
This is the biggest 45 minutes of the season for these two especially. It's the final chance to qualify through one of our partner clubs for the World Finals. Arda Golazo trails here, attacking the right-hand goal for this second half. Henriquinho in possession.
Look at the ball,
finding gaps left and right. Lautaro with the super cancel as well. Over to Thuram. No one could get on the end of it, sadly.
That was a nice try from Henriquinho. We'll see the momentum, because Arda will try to reach his line in some minutes if the score keeps like that, and that could open the door for Enriquinho to score the third one and the definitive one. Arda with Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Chip ball to Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan waiting the movement. Yeah, they found the through ball to Lautaro, but Lautaro quit that far to his teammate, forced him to lose the ball. Varela again for Arda. Arda waiting the run of Denzel Dumfries. Quickly.
Nice switch.
That wonderful one. Zielinski with some spot to shoot, to pass, to fake shot, to dribbling behind. The double touch as Lani. What a defend.
Oh, that's a really late challenge. And the referee, I think, will pull that one back eventually. But for now, Enriquinho is in search of his third. He's been going forward all day. Zielinski into the box towards Thuram.
Still on,
Still alive. Aslani is dispossessed, and now, as you say, Alex, this counter is truly menacing near side Mkhitaryan.
Now stop it a little bit. He needs to get back to support of the players. And a wonderful change. Again. Always Zielinski there, and seems to be not important at all for Enriquinho. Arda, Mkhitaryan!
Left that stanchion holding the net up, shaking behind the goal. And we've just ticked over the 60-minute mark. I wonder if there's substitutes in play now for the final half hour, potentially the final half hour, if we don't see an equaliser from that man.
I love the point of Enriquinho to not to get concerned of that player from Arda, Zielinski, hugging the line, and he simply don't care. He's like, you want to play with him? Play with him. I will wait you behind. I won't be conceding the same mistake that I did in the first half, which is going for the pressure over him, leaving behind, opening my lines to make your life easier. We'll see. Substitution on. Everything over the table, because the last 30 minutes remaining to decide either Enriquinho or Arda Golazo will leave the trophy today.
As it stands, Enriquinho, who came really close 2 days ago here in Milan, is on track at the second time of asking to qualify for this year's World Finals.
We'll see.
Still time. Lots of time at that. Arda Golazo here with Thuram. Oh.
Just to confuse your opponent a little bit, if you try the same action every single time, your opponent could start to read your options and your tactics.
Too strong there for Thuram to get on the end of it.
Intense final, Harry, like the one we are living here right now. I don't see what's going on. Everything can happen. Details. And I'm thinking on see an extra goal somehow. I don't know for who, but a goal will happen. I feel that.
Mkhitaryan, look at the space for him. Arda Golazo wins the ball back. Martinez and Thuram cutting some lonely figures up there up top, but he's worked it really well here. Correa one-on-one near side, can't quite beat his man with the
nice defense.
With the feint, really good defending.
Almost perfect. Now the long through, Look at that. If it goes directly, I'll play short. Play short. Nice block, Carlo Augusto, the rebound. Okay. Possession for
a throw-in.
Enriquinho.
Really close to that corner flag, but it went out for a throw-in, I believe, and more changes.
Yeah, it is needed. It is needed. Now Arda seems to be over the edge into this grand final, putting an extra winger just to put some super pressure over the shoulder of Enriquinho, and just need to save the score, defend those aggressive tactics that Arda is putting on right now.
Wow, look at that.
Everyone on top.
Why not?
He thinks that if he wins ahead of maybe with Marcos Thuram, just accumulating many plays will be enough to go through over the defense of Enriquinho. We'll see. But the reality is that every single time Enriquinho will go forward, have a lot of freedom to play, to churn, to gain some time, and why not? Let's go the third goal.
He is going to go for it. This club means the world to Arda. Made his debut for them at 15 years old. He would not want to leave anything on the table.
Look at the run, look at the spaces now. The new formation of Arda is leading Enriquinho, but now we'll see it. Now attacking,
Correa.
let's see if Enriquinho can survive to new formation.
Survive, he will have to, because look at
the
the white
spaces.
shirts. Into the
No!
box, oh, just turned into the defender there.
He was opening the way to go through and shoot directly instead of turn and shoot.
But that's a first glimpse of that new blitzkrieg formation, if you will, by Arda Golazo.
There are that many players during the attack that they overlap each other. Unlucky there for Arda. Enriquinho breathing a little bit.
In game minutes, Alex. Final 10 approaching.
It's nothing. It's practically nothing. We'll see. 3-4 more action to happen. And now Arda on possession.
It's been a good spell for him.
Bastoni hasn't a good pass. He needs to play safe. He needs to play simple. Bastoni, easy pass to Aslani. Now, yes, good
nice
passing.
run.
The cross, no. The secondary chance.
Oh, it's really scrappy.
Still the challenge.
Bastoni will recover. Switch opportunity. Doesn't go all the way to the near side here. I think that's who he was aiming for.
Oof. Okay, it's okay.
Final 5 minutes is on the horizon here. Arda is chasing an equaliser that would send us to extra time.
He's doing pretty well so far right now. Enriquinho, the Brazilian. He's really, really close, but here comes Arda.
Into the box here with Lautaro. Can he get it right this time?
What a predict, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect predict.
Again from Enriquinho. What a prediction.
Oh, the mistake. No, that was pretty close. He was like, I know what you're going to do. Please do. I'm here for you. 10 minutes remain.
How much stoppage time added on, I wonder. I don't think there will be that much. The ball
maybe?
has stayed in play for quite a lot. There's been no goals in the second half, so let's see what the number is. It's only 2, so it has to go forward now for Arda.
Is it a chance?
Into the
force the
second
extra
of 2
time.
now. Has to win this header. He does so. Correa down to the near side towards Dumfries, but for Daisy, he wins the ball, and Enriquinho, I think he can taste the sake in Tokyo.
He made it. He made it. Enrique, you made it.
For Inter Milan, Enriquinho! Champion in Milan. It took him 2 opportunities, but he did not want to let this one go by the wayside. He wins the console final. 2 goals to 1, and will represent Inter Milan at the eFootball Championship 2025 World Finals.
Parabéns, monstro. Parabéns, Enrique Mesquita. World finalist once again, and this time in a passionate way. We all know how much every single player sacrificed to be at this stage. And ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. Just to be between one of the best 16 players across the world is not easy. The sacrifice, not just this year, from many, many years from this young, still young Enriquinho, is simply amazing.
24 years old.
It's incredible. Enrique, you made it, man. Congratulations, parabéns. As well, congratulations to Arda. Things happen, only one can win, and we hope to see him on the next opportunity for sure.
This all day long, the fact that it meant so much to him to be here in Italy for his father, the fact that he was able to win in almost some ways. It's almost like a double victory, if you will, because he has that pride now that he can take back with him as the champion for today, but also to do so on the soil that is so very important to his father. And he really deserved it today, you've got to say. I mean, 9 goals in the group stage. Obviously, it was much closer in the second matchup, you could say, against Arda Golazo. But credit to him. Hats off, because he really pulled out all the stops for today, and you can see how much it meant to him when that final whistle was blown.
What is incredible is both of our finalists, our champions here today, both console and mobile, came from behind in their respective finals. Aprilia Mashvili, of course, conceded first. As we just saw, Arda Galazo against Henriquinho took the first goal. But you're so right. And honestly, if I could speak Portuguese, I would be probably tearing up at the interview that's to come, because I think this means more than anything after all the trials, tribulations, to get in. I mean, this is storybook stuff for Henriquinho, with everything you've mentioned about his father, and this is the last opportunity to guarantee your spot at the World Finals. There's a reason we saw all of the emotion, him collapsing, and it's great to see the two young former eFootball Pro members embrace there. For Arda, my heart breaks. He has such a bright future ahead of him.
He is at least 18, so yes, he has a long career ahead of him.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to see where it progresses.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our champions for the day. I believe Alex is once more with Henriquinho, and obviously his reaction pretty much said it all. But nonetheless, I would still love to get the thoughts of him heading to the World Finals.
Well, here we are. Enrique Mezquita, you made it, man. You made it once and again to the World Finals. Can you believe it? ¿Puedes acreditar?
Não tenho muitas palavras nesse momento. Estou muito feliz. Eu até comentei com meu pai. Ele perguntava o que eu queria ganhar, qual eu queria ganhar, e eu falei que eu ia ganhar a Inter. Isso há uma semana atrás eu falei com ele. Fique tranquilo que eu quero ganhar o da Inter. Eu jogo muito bem de Inter. E graças a Deus aconteceu.
He has simply no words. He has suffered a lot to make it possible, and he said many times with his father that Inter was the one he was really looking forward to win, and he finally made it. Enrique, how many years competing, how many years fighting to be there, to be the #1? This is a simple question to you. It is 2025, the year to see Henriquinho lifting the trophy as a world champion.
Acho que essa temporada tem jogado muito bem. São muitos anos jogando isso, mas eu me sinto completo hoje. Eu sei tudo que tem no jogo, eu treino muito, abdico de muitas coisas no meu dia a dia para conseguir chegar a esse momento, e graças a Deus eu consegui. Porém, o objetivo final é ser campeão mundial, é o meu sonho, e eu vou treinar muito mais para conseguir realizar.
The ones who follow Henriquinho really close knows how far he's trying to be #1 and become world champion one day. He's getting closer, he's playing well this year, he keeps constantly learning, and why not? This 2025 can be the moment. One thing before, anything you can say to your family, para familia, un mensaje, cual cosa, es el momento.
Quero agradecer primeiramente ao meu pai. Tá comigo todos os dias. Foram momentos difíceis nos últimos anos, mas ele foi a única pessoa que nunca desacreditou, esteve comigo o tempo todo. Agradecer aos meus amigos, juntos são mais fortes. A todo o Brasil que torceu por mim. Estou muito emocionado, mas é um momento nosso. Tamo junto.
He wants to dedicate to everyone who are behind him every single time, especially to his dad, who is always believing on his chances to become the best. And he's really emotional, nervous. And Enrique, finally, the moment is now. Please, the momentum has arrived.
Yes, the big moment has finally arrived, the well-deserved moment for both of our champions for mobile and console. Guys, on the count of 3, everyone here in the room, help me out with this. On the count of 3, both of you will claim your prize and hoist it up in the air. Ready? 1, 2, 3! Woo! Oh, we love confetti here, don't we? Wonderful, wonderful. Mega congratulations to you both. Guys, any final words, any final remarks you would like to say about today's events or even for the season as we say goodbye to everyone?
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Blessed to be here one more time, one more year. I think eSport ball of eFootball needs to keep rolling. More to come, more opportunities. There is many thousands of people that can dream to be part of this one day, and I hope more opportunities to come next year. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Team, Harry, Sembra, the players. Wonderful day, wonderful achievement for all of them. And yeah, Harry, anything else?
I mean, what a great season. Everyone here today and throughout the season has battled so hard, but we look now towards the World Finals. Do not miss it.
Oh, you don't want to miss it, indeed. Well, as you guys said, I do want to say a mega thanks to everyone here in front of the camera, behind the scenes as well, to Konami, to Adrenaline, to Inter for putting on this fantastic show. And also congratulations, not to just all of our champions today and across the whole season, but to all of you who have been here with us, who have participated, who have taken a stab at trying to be here amongst these guys as well, and to everybody who has competed in all of our competitions across the season. You're all stars, and we wish you the very best of luck in the World Finals in Japan. Enjoy it, have a wonderful time, and of course, may the best men win, because we need a champion for mobile and for console. So there you have it. That's a wrap, guys, on our season. Thank you so very much for being here. We do hope you enjoy the World Finals, and of course, we'll catch up with you again sometime soon. Until then, take care wherever you are in the world. Grazie mille. Ciao.
Ciao.
Bravo, bravo.
baru pelo Sprite Ticket.